Volleyball Legends just released a trailer for a new secret style called Taichou, which is actually the first trailer that they've ever done. This is a new secret setting style, which is interesting because timeskip Kageyama is pretty much the only viable setter right now. You could argue that timeskip Oikawa is also a good setter. However, he's more so for the serving passive, and no other secret style actually has a setting passive other than timeskip Kageyama. So this is going to be a new contender for the best setter in the game, which is very interesting. There are a lot of new codes as well, guys, so stay tuned to look at all of those. But without any more yapping, subscribe, like, join the Discord, watch the entire video. $20 robux gift card giveaway when I hit 10,000 subs, so make sure you subscribe for that and enjoy the video. Love you. So we're going to start off here looking at the announcements in the Discord server. So as you can see here, they did announce when the trailer was dropping that there'll be one code in the video, a second code in the chat, and a third biggest code once he hits 50,000 subs, which did happen. So we'll be covering that as well. And here we have the trailer for Taichou. And we also have more lucky spins. So if you haven't been keeping up to date with Volleyball Legends recently, in the past 2 updates, they've been giving out lucky spins before and after. Every 10 minutes they give 1 lucky spin. So for here we have 2 hours, which is 12 extra lucky style spins. So if you need some extra lucky style spins, make sure to always be in the game. You can be anywhere in the game, which includes the AFK servers. So if you can't actively play, then just leave it on in the background and you can get your free lucky spins. So we have the trailer here. Unfortunately, I did have to record this video twice, so I did already watch this trailer. So let's just take a look at it real quick. We have the summer court here, and as you can see, the trailer is more based on animations rather than actual gameplay. However, we do have a gameplay sneak later on. So I believe that this is supposed to be Taichou, this captain character, which makes sense. Goes up, sets that ball, and if you pay close attention, you'll see that when he spikes it, he has a purple effect. This is what actually does happen in game, and it's very interesting. Taichou is a really, we're gonna cover more on it, on his actual mechanics a little bit later when we look at the gameplay trailer. But as you can see, he spikes that really hard, and boom, we get some different angles, and they're just aura farming, right? Boom, that's Taichou. And of course, after this, we have the Taichou_soon code. So if you want to know all the codes, then go ahead and get into a new server, which I recommend just getting to your private server since that's usually a new server. Go to shop, codes, and the first one that you want to enter is Taichou_soon, which I've already used since, as I said, I've recorded this video twice now. But it should give you 3 lucky style spins, and another one is Protori_YT, which was the second code that was mentioned, which should give you another 3 lucky style spins. So that's already 6 lucky style spins. And if you go ahead and look back at the Discord server, it says that the code for him hitting 50,000 subs is 15 lucky style spins. So that's already 6 plus 15, which is 21 lucky style spins. On top of this, 12 extra style spins from the 2 hours before and after the update, which will give us a total of 33 lucky style spins. So that's insane, guys. If you guys have not gotten a secret style yet, then this is the update for you, because 33 lucky style spins is already a third of the way to secret pity on the weekends, which is actually just insane. Additionally, if we go over to sub announcements, you can see a little bit more information. We have the gameplay leak that we'll be looking at shortly, and we also have this image right here. So if you look, there's a few things that are leaked here. Number one is what I found interesting is that Taichou has this weird color to it. It's a color that we've never seen before in game, at least to my knowledge. It's not the standard secret style color, which is that like more bluish purplish color, and instead it has this kind of fiery phoenix like purplish reddish orange yellow color, which is really interesting. I don't know what exactly it's supposed to mean. It could signify that it's a style original to Volleyball Legends, since as I said earlier in the intro that this is a original style and it's not actually based completely off of a Haikyuu character. So let me know your thoughts in the comments why they gave it a special color. Personally, I don't know. Another thing that is interesting is you can see the background animation here. So you have one for example, the twins. If we look in game here, if I go ahead and click on the twins, you see that I have a special pose here where I'm holding the ball, and then as Asuma, holding the ball looking the other way. So there's some characters that have special animations like that, and here we just have a really cool one here. He's just holding 2, or not even holding, he just has 2 volleyballs on both of his sides, just floating by him like he's about to hit a hollow purple on you, which, to be honest, his spikes, kind of feel like hollow purple. I mean, you're setting it up and then they spike it down. There's a purple energy. I don't know, maybe some inspiration there. If we also look at his secret special, it's very interesting. So when you set the ball, it grants the spiker bonus spike power, and you can double set to boost spike power even more. So what this means, guys, is when you set the ball, you personally don't do anything, but this is the first style in the game, to my knowledge, that actually buffs another person on your team. So the benefit of having this is that your spiker hits it harder. Not that your set in itself is better, but when you set it, whoever hits it will have double the power, or actually just bonus power, not exactly double. But this is crazy, guys. So if you have a spiker on your team with max spike, or even a timeskip Hinata with even stronger spike abilities, then you'll be able to smash that ball down extremely hard, and it'll usually be able to score the points. So that's why this style could compete for the best setter with timeskip Kageyama, but we'll have to see when it actually drops. Another thing that's interesting is right below it, you see double set to boost spike power even more. There are a few things that this could actually mean. The first original thought that I had when I read this the first time was maybe when you set the ball, for example, my set keybind is Q, so I would jump up and aim and press Q to set the ball. But double setting, what if you jump up and then you double tap on Q? Would that boost the spike power even more? Is that what this means? Well, I don't think so, and I'll tell you why when we watch this gameplay trailer, because I'm pretty sure that it means something else. So here we are at the gameplay trailer. It's 1 minute long, but a lot of it is pretty repetitive. So as you can see, new secret Taichou, and they actually, what I did notice, it's the color here for Taichou is no longer that weird orangey color, and it's back to that bluish color that we're used to for secret styles. So I'm not really sure why they have the different colors. However, it does fit more in the game, and I do think that these icons that also changed from this other one, right? I do think that it fits more in the game as well. You just let me know in the comments. You do see in the video that it does go back to that orangey color anyway, as you can see. So yeah, just let me know which one you think looks better. So we're gonna look at this here. As you can see, when he sets it up right there, he has some purple particles, which is actually every time the Taichou sets, he will have purple particles. It'll set it up, and there we go. That's another Taichou that just set it, by the way, and you can see it has a purple trail on the ball when you jump set. And when the spiker goes to hit it, boom, purple particle effects like we saw in the trailer for it. Super fast hit, just like that. As you can see, there's text there. It says Taichou massively increases spike power from his sets. So just setting the ball up will make the spiker hit harder, which is something that we haven't seen before in this game. Obviously, it's a unique mechanic, and I never really thought they would add something that buffs other characters, but this is really interesting right here. This ability can also stack. So I think that this is what it's talking about in the Discord announcement when it says double set to boost spike power even more. So originally I was thinking that you have to double click the set keybind and it'll just do a sort of double set. Actually, after watching this trailer, I'm pretty sure what it means is if you have two Taichous on your team and one Taichou sets it and the other Taichou sets it again, then it'll increase the spike power for the first set and then increase it even more when the second one sets it. So I'm pretty sure that's what it means by it can also stack. Not 100% sure, but I'm like 80-90% sure. This also means that unfortunately for me personally, since I usually play 2v2, I won't be utilizing this very much, especially since I'm not usually the setter. However, if you do play double Taichou in 2v2, I can see that being very viable if Taichou has a decent spike stat. Oh, actually you can see your spike. Okay, so you have a mid spike. So I don't think it's worth it to use double Taichou. However, it could be interesting just to get that double spike boost. It depends on how much it really buffs the spike power, really. And continuing just watching this trailer, they just show a lot of clips of just boom. Like if you look at this one right here, he just spikes it right on the people. He's not even aiming it towards the edge or anything, but it's just so fast and strong that they can't even receive it either way. So Taichou might be OP. This style is gonna be crazy, especially with the fact that they're giving out at least 33 lucky spins confirmed this update. That's insane. Okay, a lot of people are going to be having this style. I don't know if it's going to be limited. I don't think it will be. In fact, I think that it'll probably be in the game permanently. right? That's what my guess would be. Usually the ones that leave are the time skip styles. The twins was an exception, although it was a permanent style, but it got changed to a temporary one and then left. So I'm not sure if Taichou will actually be a limited style. I hope not, because we need to have a setter that's permanent, right? I mean, we have Sanu, which is a permanent hitter secret style. We have Kimiro, which is a permanent libero secret style. It only makes sense that we would have Taichou, which is a permanent setter secret style, right? So my final thoughts on this, right? I think that Taichou will definitely be a large competition with timeskip Kageyama. It might actually be better. However, I do think that it has a higher skill cap because timeskip Kageyama, right? It just sets straight forward in a line. So it's very easy to hit. However, Taichou has more of an arc, which is like every other style in the game. And because of that, you kind of need to align yourself a little better when hitting, and it's just genuinely a little harder to both set and hit, in my opinion. So I do think that Taichou will be a little harder to use. However, I think that the extra spike power might be better. If you want to max out on the spiking aspects, then obviously I think Taichou will be the better style to use. However, if you want a more balanced, more consistent style, then I think timeskip Kageyama will be the better style to use. So it's really just dependent on your playstyle, if you want consistency or if you just want raw power. But let me know in the comments what you think about Taichou, and thank you for watching to the end of this video. Subscribe, like, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Remember the $20 Robux gift card giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, and thank you for watching once again. Click the video on screen, I promise it won't disappoint.